You only have 100 years to fool life into thinking you have it under control. No one said it'd be easy, but the journey is worth the struggle. And who knows, maybe you'll become something you never expected. May 2nd, 1996. Dad said Mom couldn't have a Mother's Day present unless she became a mother. Well, I fixed that problem. 18 months later came my little brother. I wasn't happy about that. If you told me then that we would later become best friends, I wouldn't have believed you. At 4 years old, my mom started me on piano. I thought everyone played piano, and that's why I had to. Apparently not. Every night at 8 o'clock was practice time. The funny thing was, I couldn't even read music. What 6-year-old is proficient at reading a school textbook, let alone piano music? I was taught to play piano by the Suzuki method. This method stems from Japanese roots, where the child doesn't learn to read music, rather she listens to someone else play it, then plays it back. This continued until 4th grade. Then my mom started forcing me to read music. I hated it. I still revert back to memorizing everything I play. During this time, I also started t-ball in the spring. My dad was an official umpire, so he knew softball pretty well. I remember he'd take me out in the front yard and have me pitch to him. That's how I became the pitcher of my team during fast pitch. In 5th grade, I had the opportunity to join the middle school band. I thought, why not? I mean, I already play piano, so band might be fun. Little did I realize how much my life would revolve around it in the future. I was already a straight A nerd, so why not reinforce that by adding band to my repertoire? Well, I chose clarinet. I was a natural. Eventually, I took private lessons from a really old but really great clarinetist whom I owe my success to today. 7th grade, I started cross country. I said I hated it, but honestly, running became my greatest stress reliever. I wasn't super fast or anything, but I did fairly decent in the meets. My brother had football games on Saturdays, so when I got back to school for my races, I just walked to the football field to watch him play with my mom. She didn't come to a lot of my meets, but that's okay. 8th grade. My parents were in the process of a divorce. It had been a long time coming, judging from all the fights, the lack of communication, the lack of love. I remember my dad's tear-filled gaze as he watched me walk out the front door with the last of my boxed-up possessions. My brother, mom, and I moved into a condominium about 10 minutes away. Yeah, 8th grade was a hurricane of a year. It was weird at first. We had to arrange a way for my brother and me to get to school with my friend because the school bus didn't drive to where we lived. My brother and I were in after-school sports, so I guess that was something to do while we waited for my mom to get off work. I continued with piano. I even went to contests for piano, clarinet, bass clarinet, and solo and ensemble singing, and I received ones for everything every year that I went. Solo and ensemble contest is a big day for all you non-band people. Basically, you sit in a classroom and sing or play while a judge judges you on your ability. The scores range from 1 to 5, 1 being the best. School was going fine. I mean, I've always been good with keeping my grades up. And all while this was happening, the divorce was still in progress because my dad wouldn't stop fighting it. He wanted custody of my brother and I, but we refused to live with him. Luckily, he's too cheap to buy the necessary amenities to support children while they attend school. Maybe a computer, clothes, a bed. So by law, we didn't have to live with him. Freshman year. My mom met someone else, and we bought a house closer to the school, and we all moved in together. I had also been in a relationship at this point, and it was going great. Freshman year was easy. I got my braces off, so that was a plus. Sophomore year was fine as well. I was still running cross country. Junior year started. Finally, I turned 16 and received my driver's license. The day of my birthday, the car dealership drove the car I picked out to the house and handed me over the keys. Typical 16-year-old birthday present, I guess. I also got my first job. And 3 years later, I'm still working at Subway, making those sandwiches for y'all. Senior year was hard at first, but towards the end I got my act together and graduated with a 4.0 and my honors diploma and was accepted to The Ohio University. I moved into my dorm room 2 weeks before everyone else so that I could audition for the Marching 110. Well, I got in. My life pretty much revolved around band and football in the fall. But now spring semester's here, and I cannot wait to go back home where I can actually drive my car out in the country with no one else in sight for miles. Jacob and I have been annoying each other since 2010, but I could not ask for a better best friend and boyfriend. My name is Emily Stark, and this is my story.